Hello and welcome to my first update on the Tornado Shot Cast on Crit Deadeye. Now, it's only been one day since my previous video, and I didn't really plan on uploading videos too often unless there was like a massive change to the build. But yeah, there's been a pretty massive change to the build so far. So it's no longer a Tornado Shot Cast on Crit. We are now using Scourge. Now, why are we using Scourge, you might ask? Turns out Tornado Shot doesn't really work well with the returning projectiles. So this is some new tech that was brought to my attention today. I was doing a bit of a live stream earlier, and uh, Blakey B came in and he said, yo, check out this tech on this guy. He's doing a Cyclone cast on crit. And so we took a look at it, and essentially we stole some of the tech that he's using. It's actually completely wild. So what we did is we dropped in anomalous returning projectiles, and we removed greater awakened greater multiple projectiles. So really all the additions to this build cost me only about, I would say, 7 divines total, because I was able to sell the awakened greater multiple projectiles, and we were able to just purchase everything with that currency, as well as maybe a little bit more. But that being said, regardless, so the new setup is Scourge Arrow. This is what it looks like, and even sounds pretty cool too, so happy about that. And the new tech, which we're looking at here, is how are we getting the same amount of damage, if not 3 times more damage, with this small change? Well, it turns out that if you get a +1, well, it should say +1, but it actually says +2 projectiles, and a +1, which actually says +2 projectiles. And we'll say it's a +1, but in reality it's +2, because if you get 100% increased effect of 1, you end up with 2. So we've added 4 additional projectiles right here on the passive tree with the tattoos. As well as, okay, and if you really wanted to get crazy, which I might, but I'm trying to hold back right now because I'm still trying to afford some massive upgrades to make this build a little more tanky. But if you really wanted to get crazy, what you could do is, I think right here it would work. You could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and you could add 100% jewel here, and add a projectile here, and that would give you 2 more projectiles. And I think here as well it would work. If I'm not mistaken, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and you could do it there too on this node as well. Now, we did the numbers, and it doesn't really seem like viable to add too many extra projectiles, but I think for the sake of just going crazy with it down the road, we might end up doing that. So, long story short, I'm not going to make this video too long today, but I just wanted to kind of update the build. So it is now a Scourge Arrow cast on crit, Ice Spear still. And it plays kind of like Lightning Arrow, but the single target damage is kind of ridiculous. So the reason we go anomalous returning projectiles is because at 20% quality, the projectiles have a 20% chance to return to you an additional time. So you get the first initial hit, then the returning hit, as well as a potential 3rd hit. And I know some people are running enhance with the anomalous returning just because it ups that chance so much, and you actually end up with a massive DPS increase. But just to keep the, I mean, I'm kind of link starved anyways, you know, since this is a cast on crit. We're already losing 1 link with the trigger, and we got the skill as well. So this is a 7-link bow, but technically with the cast on crit. But that being said, let us take a look and see what this looks like. I actually haven't killed any bosses with it, but I've noticed that the damage is night and day difference with these minor changes. I mean, they're not minor changes, let's be honest. Also, a couple things I will add before we move into the showcase. We've added a Doriani's Lesson to add more leech, so the build feels a lot nicer. As well as I wanted to mention last night that I didn't really get to. We're running Blizzard Caller, so even though it is a Deadeye, we're able to hex-proof enemies, which is fantastic. And yeah, so basically we've moved our we removed the voices, put our cluster down here. We took out a bit of the life. We had a couple points in here. We kind of just and we removed our third cluster. We had a medium cluster down here off the three jewels on the voices. That being said, let's just get right into the showcase here. I hope this works out because I don't want to get another Warlord map to test it, but let's see what this looks like here. So I'm gonna blast. So we phased him. So I spam. He's dead. I mean, okay, well I'm dead too. So, but definitely a DPS increase. So I want to show you guys what this looks like on the maps now. Quickly jump back into that map and grab Drox's crest there real quick. But I mean, it's not even. It's 1 day difference, and it's not even like it's a different build or anything. It's just a couple gems swapped out. 2 gems. We removed the greater multiple projectiles as well as the tornado shot, and swapped that in for Scourge arrow and anomalous returning projectiles, as well as a couple tattoos. The tattoos are expensive, mind you, but let's take a look and see what a map looks like here, and we'll wrap this up real quick. Lag real quick. Alright. So we'll just blast through this map real quick. Okay. Might die there. There is porcupines on this map, so there's a chance. Okay. Hopefully I can see in a second here. Stuff's still like rendering it. Alright. Let's rock and roll. I really hope for the sake of the video I don't get randomly one-shot like I almost just did, but you can see the clear is absolutely fine. It's basically lightning arrow on steroids, so I'm extremely happy with how this is turning out, and you know what, I still got a long way to go with how this is built. I should have put it on there, but it's all good. That boss down with it, he's dead immediately. Alright, so that is our cast on crit Scourge arrow Deadeye. Day 2 now of updates. Don't expect to be updating anytime soon. Well, not tomorrow probably, who knows. I mean, if it gets crazier, it gets crazier and we'll post another video. But I will be probably streaming this probably later on today. If you guys want to check it out, it's on my YouTube channel. You can see the link. That being said, peace out. I hope you guys like what you see, and I'll post the POE below. Now the damage does show lower on this version, but you got to keep in mind it's hitting the mob 2 times, potentially 3 times. So it's actually about 2.5 times more DPS than what the POE is showing. So that being said, peace out. Have a great day. I hope you guys enjoyed. We'll catch you in the next video.